Film is literature. Hello, people. James, how are you, my friend?
Living the dream, living the dream. Been a busy week, long week, but we here.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So we watched a brand new movie, literally brand new. I think it just came out like less than 2 weeks ago. So we're hip, we're cool now, James. We're in with it. We did a movie called The Woman in Cabin 10. Uh, I don't know, James. Do you want to give like a quick little rundown for the story?
So, so there's a news reporter. She had some trauma. Yeah, she had a trauma that happened. And she came back off the trauma that happened.
Dude, first I'm pausing you right. I'm pausing you right there. I totally forgot that she was that the trauma. They did not go into that very much. I forgot all about it. I'm sorry.
You're absolutely right, because I had to remember. I had to watch it a couple of times. Like, what is her trauma? But yeah, somebody died or something happened. And she's
somebody died. She was doing a story on somebody and they died.
Yeah, and so she goes on a supposedly a good easy reporting thing from like some rich people. I think the lady was had cancer or something, so they tried to do a benefit cruise for her, so he was raising money or what have you. So long story short, it was a plot to kill the lady because she owns the company. However, of course, this lady who's the reporter kind of unravels the mystery. So it was a plot to kill the lady and the lady that's the cancer lady.
Another lady that's on there.
Yeah. So it was different. It was different. I say I didn't like it. It was a different plot. It was different. It was a different plot.
Yeah, so it's based off of a book that was written in 2016. I guess the book is pretty popular. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the book would probably be better than the movie. I think in this situation, I think the book would be better.
Well, you know what? I think sometimes if you don't create the book, create the movie entertaining, it becomes boring and becomes mundane, like this movie. I think it was more so. It was a plot twist, but I think it could have been a little better than how it played out.
It was a little bit of a plot twist, but it wasn't like strong enough. Like they attempted a plot twist. I feel like it just wasn't. Yeah, we'll get into that. The movie's rated R. At any point watching this, did you feel like it was rated R?
This could have been PG-13. There was no nudity.
There really wasn't any kind of scariness or like intense, like.
Yeah, you're right.
There was nothing in this that made me go, "Oh, this is rated R," at all.
Right.
0%.
But it had to be something. I just don't know. Maybe because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. It is a Netflix original movie, which I'm gonna be honest with you, James. I'm starting to like not like the Netflix original movies. I think there's like, I'm trying to think, like most of them are pretty bad.
So they're hit or miss. They're hit or miss.
Yeah.
Definitely hit or miss. I think I forgot which one I saw, but I saw a few, very few. So I'm gonna say 2 out of 10. That's like, hey, I watched that. That was a good movie. It could have went to the big screen.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, you're right. It could have been better. You're right.
So one thing I did like about this movie is that it's only an hour and a half.
The best part of the movie. I'm sorry.
I always say that movies should be quick. One thing though that this movie did, it was an hour and a half, but I feel like they kind of actually needed to go into detail a little bit on some of the stuff, but they also could have cut out a lot of stuff too.
Yes,
they could have kept that an hour and a half, but replaced a lot of scenes.
Yes, that's what I was about to tell you. You could have subbed the scenes with something else. Like we just said, the actual, what trauma did the lady go through, and what was the big deal about the trauma? Like all we know is some trauma happened. And that's it. So
yeah. The cast for this movie. Let's talk about the cast for a second here. We're not going to talk about the box office because obviously it didn't go to theaters and it's brand new. So let's talk about the cast. It stars Keira Knightley, most famous for the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Do you know Keira Knightley? Have you seen her in movies?
I've seen it. I think my kids watched the Pirates of the Caribbean, so I've seen it. I wouldn't say I saw her in. That's not the lady from Beetlejuice, is it? No.
No, she wasn't in Beetlejuice. No.
Okay, so
she was also in King Arthur, which was pretty good. She was in The Jacket, which came out in like 2005, which I was a big fan of. She was in Dominoes, which was really good. Like, I was actually a really big fan of hers, 20 years ago. I feel like she hasn't done anything I've liked, though, and probably hasn't done anything. I'm looking at her movies. Honestly, the last movie she was in that I liked was probably, I don't know, dude. Probably, 15 years ago. He was in another movie that we did on the show, by the way.
She aged beautifully.
Say what? Huh? He was in another movie that we did, by the way.
I said she aged beautifully.
Oh, yeah, she looks great.
No,
she looks great.
Everett sucks so bad, I probably don't remember.
Yeah, she played
I hate to say it.
She played one of their wives that we only saw for like 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, well I wouldn't know. Yeah.
So let's look at the rest of the cast. Yeah, she's been in a lot, dude. She was Bend It Like Beckham is probably one of her most popular movies as well. That was what kind of made her get her start, really. Pride and Prejudice, she won like a couple of awards for, I believe. I mean, honestly, she's a great actress. We'll kind of get in. We'll talk a little bit later about how she did in this movie. So the rest of the cast here, the main guy, the bad guy, I guess you could say, Guy Pearce. Do you know Guy Pearce?
Yes. I've seen him. Like, again, I think I've seen him before. Oh yes, he played. Yeah, he got older. Okay, he played in Memento. Have you seen it?
Yeah, he was in Memento. Yeah,
I like Memento. I'm not going to even lie.
That's a really good movie. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He was also in L.A. Confidential, which was one of my favorite movies back in the day. I don't know if you've seen that about two cops.
No, I haven't seen it.
Honestly, probably my favorite movie by him, and it's a lesser known movie, The Time Machine from 2002. That's probably one that you should check out with Guy Pearce. I love that movie for no reason at all. It's not great, but I love it.
Okay.
It's pretty self-explanatory. You can tell by the title. It's about a time machine. Yeah. But Guy Pearce, great actor. I was happy to see him show up. Did you know anybody else from this movie that we just watched? Did you recognize anybody else?
It was I thought I'm looking at all the people now. No.
So the only other person that I know was, the one husband and wife. Like, she woke up in the bathtub. Remember, she was drunk and passed out in the bathtub.
Yeah, the old
husband. Yeah, they were probably like 50 maybe or so.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
So the husband is David Morrissey, who you've probably seen in a couple of things. Did you watch The Walking Dead? He played in The Walking Dead for a couple of seasons.
No, I didn't. I don't watch The Walking Dead. Everybody says it's good. I just couldn't get with it.
Okay, well, you missed that one. Then he was also in. He's been in a couple of good movies. He was in Girl with the Pearl Earring, which was pretty good. He was in Basic Instinct 2. The Ones Below, which I think was a pretty decent movie. So he's been in a couple of movies. He was in Shearwood, which is another TV show that was pretty decent. Actually, he still plays in that, I believe. I think that show's still going on. So, but that's it. Those are the only people that I knew from this movie. So there's literally only 3 people. It's not much of a cast. Do you feel like this movie would have been better, though, if they had better actors?
No. I don't think it was produced well. That's all, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. I agree. I agree completely.
Yeah,
I agree with that completely.
It wasn't. It wasn't the book. The book, like I said, the book had to be better than the screenplay, whatever. No, I think everybody was on this show just to get maybe some. I hate to say practice, but get some experience under their belts, I guess.
Yeah, get some money, probably. You mean?
Maybe some money, but I don't think you got much money. This wasn't a banger. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, and I don't actually see how much the movie costed either. I don't see it. So, all right. Are you ready to start our categories?
No.
No, yes. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. All right, we'll start off with favorite scene. Do you have one scene out of this whole movie that you like? Because to me, I think there's only one scene that I actually do like.
Yours probably gonna be the killing scene when he hit the lady with killed his wife.
No, actually, no. That I don't like that scene. Oh. Well, I mean, I don't mind it, but it's not the one that I like.
I don't. To be honest with you, I don't have a favorite scene. You can take and leave these scenes. Like it was so unmemorable. It's ridiculous. No, I don't have a favorite scene.
I'm going to say the only scene in this movie where I was actually like, okay, this might get good now, was when Keira Knightley started chasing the girl through the ship and find her, and then she rips her hood off, and she's like, wait a minute, aren't you Anne? Like, and then, we figure out that it's not actually Anne or whatever, and it's a lady pretending to be Anne. That was the only part of the whole movie where I was like, oh, wow, okay. Like, we actually have somewhat of a story now.
Well, that was the plot twist.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but it was weak. It was weak.
So weak. Yeah.
It was weak. Like, it was weak. I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all.
No, it was weak because, like, I just felt like I didn't care enough about the new person, or like, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. You're right. It was 100% weak, but that was the only part of this movie at any point where I was like, oh, wow, we might have maybe something happening.
Yeah.
And then it just sucked after that, though.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't like the fact. Well, we'll get to it. Not my favorite part, but my favorite scene. But I just didn't like that. Like, she chased this lady basically beat her up. Like, really?
Yeah.
Knocked her out, and then drug her down below, down some like stairs. Like that, it wasn't even stairs. They were like a ladder. Like,
yeah, it was like a ladder. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a weak payoff. Like, it was like, okay, wait a minute, you had me suspenseful there for a second, and then you do nothing with it.
Nothing. She wasn't even on the plot. All she wanted to do was get some money.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
Yeah, but how do you know? Like, he killed a lady in front of her. Why would he keep you alive? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, come on.
No, the whole plot. The whole plot of this movie made no sense. Which I want to go ahead and get into here, where we talk about our least favorite scenes, because I have a lot of least favorite scenes, and we can talk about how none of them make sense. Like, every scene is just useless. So give me one of your least favorite scenes, or give me all your least favorite scenes.
Oh, I'll give you one. So so the black guy and the lead lady, she so it's always kind of assumed that they mess with each other, and they had that one flashback, that one montage when he was dying, that when he was dying, and they actually had some interaction. Like, before that, I didn't see no interaction, like past interaction, like when they was together. Like, it was like, okay, so that last scene, or the last scene, made it seem like they had a real good relationship. I thought it was just a flame. But yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like the. Go ahead.
Yeah, their relationship was horribly written, because, like you said, there was no interaction really between them. We could have used a flashback, or you really could have used like one or two really good scenes with them. Also, I think also it was just horrible casting, because I felt like they had no chemistry at all. Like, if you want me to believe they had any kind of relationship, I need to be like, okay, like, you know, she's really liking this guy, or he really likes her. But and I'm not saying that, you know, I mean, I think Keira Knightley, like I said, I thought she was a decent actress years ago, but, you know, and the guy, I don't really know him, but just everything about their relationship was just bad. It was just awful.
Sucked.
Yeah.
Sucked. And the jumping off the boat in this cold water, and she don't die. So she swims all the way to the shore, and she don't die. Come on, man.
Now you're getting to my least favorite part. That whole part. Once she jumps off the ship, I'm just, oh my God, it's so bad. All right, so she jumps off. Somehow she lives. Okay, whatever. I can believe that. It's a movie. Whatever. Nobody goes after her. How does nobody go after her?
Because they say they think she's dead.
Yeah, but come on, man. Somebody should somebody should go after her.
And she finds a house that has firewood, and had before the firewood had the little fire starter things. Nobody's there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Whose house is that? Where is that person?
Whose house is that?
Where's the? Yeah.
And it's close to the other place where she snuck in, like conveniently close. Like,
so
this,
and then
with no security. Like, security is not security.
So that's where I was going to go next. Where's the security there? And then she runs into the lady that is the head of the security, and literally within 3 seconds, she's like, "You got to believe me." And the lady is like, "Okay, I believe you." Right. There was no convincing her. There was no nothing.
Right. And she only met the lady once.
Yeah.
Right. So why do I need to believe you?
It was so bad. It was so, like, make me, let them beat each other up for a second or something. We needed, that was the key scene that literally was nothing happened.
So another thing was in that whole scene was she says all this stuff on the mic about how this is not real, whatever. He picks up a butter knife or a steak knife, holds it to the lady's neck. He goes out, he leaves out of all these people with a steak knife to the lady's neck. The lady shooter would have shoot him with a rifle. He doesn't fall.
But then he gets hit with the rope or whatever which he lets her just walk right up and hit him.
Right. Exactly. And he falls down and he's dead. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Horrible.
But also, before she even gets up there and gives the speech, she's not even like, she's not disguised or nothing. She's just sitting there looking normal and nobody notices her.
Right.
I mean, bro, like, horrible writing.
Horrible. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's not even believable.
No.
It's not believable.
Like, it's not believable at all.
That's the main problem. It's not believable.
Yeah.
She walks in there. Everybody thinks she's crazy anyway. So she still walks in there and they don't say nothing. Come on, man. It was. And
they let her walk right up to the stage. Like,
right up to the stage. Where's the security? Again. Where's the security? Yeah. Where's the security? And then I just don't.
Right, Here's another problem I have with one of the scenes. Well, multiple scenes, kind of. So the musician, the rock star or whatever that shows up. Okay. First of all, when he shows up, I hate it because I'm like, who is this guy? Like, this is horrible. Like, what is going on there? Secondly, he's like, okay, I got a bag of drugs. And then he's like, at one point he's like, hey, I don't need like a problem. I'm going to leave. Like, I don't need to get in any more trouble. Okay, well, where's the backstory? Like, where's the backstory? Where's the payoff to his character? Like,
right.
There was nothing. We didn't even need to be. We didn't need to be introduced to him. We literally didn't need him.
Was no purpose. He had no purpose in the movie.
Yeah.
But you're right. Everything, there was no backstory on nothing. The relationship, the rock star guy, even there wasn't even no backstory on the lady with cancer. The one thing they said something about was the whole wheel. That's it. What kind of company was this for real? Because I was kind of lost with that.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. There was some kind of charity. That's all I know.
Yeah, and that's horrible. Like, I'm sitting there trying to understand, like, we doing all this killing for what?
Like, okay, so sometimes I like movies where you don't have to use your brain. Like, let's just turn your brain off, watch a movie for an hour. Like John Wick. We did John Wick. John Wick, you don't really have to think, but they did it great. They did it wonderful. This movie, you can kind of turn your brain off, but nothing, like, it's just nothing happens. Like, so let's move on here. Favorite character. I'm gonna go first here. Favorite character. I'm gonna say that literally outside of the lady with cancer, I'm not sure I could tell you anybody else's name in this movie. And I'm not even 100% sure the lady with cancer. I think it was okay, so it's Anne. So I was right about that. You had Anne, and then you had Ben, who was the guy that gets killed, her boyfriend or lover that they had the fling with.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I could not sure I can name you anybody's name. So it makes it really hard to choose a favorite character. Like,
I'm looking at it now.
We got no background. You get no background on any character. Like, tell me something about some of these guys or girls, or
right.
Like, why are they there? Like, I need to know why they're there. Like,
I guess because they was rich. They was rich.
Okay, well, it literally took me until about, I don't know, we were probably 3/4 of the way through the movie before I realized that there was another guy that had long hair and a ponytail.
Who was the first guy?
The rock star guy kind of had long hair, maybe.
Yeah. It was somebody else with long hair?
Yeah, he had like a little ponytail man bun thing. I don't know. He was like, she asked him a question at one point. She said, "Why is he here?" or something. He's like, "Well, I'm rich too," or whatever. It's the only thing I ever remember him saying.
I don't
for my favorite character, for the first time ever, James, I'm going to go with nobody. I'm going to go with nobody.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. They could put anybody in any character on this in this cast, and it would be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they did win with a whole bunch of nobodies, and I hate this. They're not nobodies. I hate this. I don't want to say it like that. They're actors, but they're I just don't know none of these folks.
And then also, like, we start off the movie with Keira Knightley at her job, and we're like, okay, she's friends with this other lady she works with, I guess. But then we never see that lady. Even at the end, there's no like, "Oh, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here." It was just like, what was the point of even introducing her, really?
To show that she worked with somebody and she supposed to gave her and pushed her into doing something that was relaxing. They didn't.
But you could have done that without making it seem like they were friends.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. All right. So, least favorite character. Do you have a least favorite character?
I think I didn't like Ben. I didn't care for Ben much. Yeah. I didn't like the captain either.
Okay. Yeah.
For some reason, but he has no real role. But a person with a real role was Ben.
Yeah.
Ben was sucky. He just sucks.
Man, there was just no reason. It was like they tried to give us a backstory on him. Like, yeah, he hooked up with Keira Knightley or whatever. They dated or whatever. But it's like when you don't dive into it, I could really care less. And then he sacrifices himself at the end. And I'm like, why? Like, why? What was the point?
Exactly. You sacrifice yourself for a lady that, was a fling.
Yeah.
Never will happen. Never happens, sir. Never.
And then you talk about the captain. They showed him a couple of times, like, just standing there or, being in the background. I was like, something's going to happen with him. Same thing. No payoff. No nothing. Like,
well, how did the captain end up being accomplice to a murder? Like, that's the thing that bothers me. You're an accomplice to murder. You're supposed to be just hitting the boat, just driving the boat. Mm-hmm. Then you're an accomplice. Like, you're plotting to kill this lady. Like, yeah. That's why I put the
Yeah,
sign.
and
I put the sign up right here.
No, it's perfect.
No. Right. I'm sorry.
It's perfect.
No.
Also, really just don't like the husband either. I don't like the husband. I think he just kind of, the whole ending just really makes me not like him. I'm like, dude, you had this whole plan, all this stuff, and then you just go out like how you went out. It's just.
But he go out and kill everybody. He's trying to kill everybody. So, and that's the thing. Again,
or at least like run away or something.
Again, all the people that's helping him kill other people, what you think is going to happen to you?
Yeah.
And why are you so vested in this guy to kill somebody else? That's stupid.
Dude, it's such a poorly written movie. Like, I actually feel like the main story of, lady gets killed on a ship and then, there's somebody impersonator. Okay, that maybe could work as a movie. But this movie was just so poorly written, dude. Like, it makes it hard to care at all.
No care at all. Huh?
All right, so next category here, nudity. Should there have been nudity?
It should have been.
Rated R, yes.
He should, especially when she walked in on the imposter's room. He walked in her while she took a shower. He could have walked in there when she's walking out there naked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What about just like maybe, Keira Knightley and that Ben guy? Maybe they hook up again one last time.
That was dumb as hell. They should have.
What about the rock star who you have saying that he has drugs and has been in trouble in the past? Where's he like having,
Yeah. He's supposed to be, it's supposed to have been a lot of different things happen. So
yeah. And then also, what about the guy with the blonde hair, with the bleached blonde hair? We didn't even talk about him. What was the point of him?
I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. I thought he was a reporter or something too.
Dude, I have no idea what he was. I have no idea. He had some horrible tattoos, and that's all I know. That's really all I know. Next category. Should there be a sequel?
Absolutely not. Keep it as a book.
Agreed. What about if it was a TV show?
No,
I agree. I don't want anything to do with this movie ever again. Like, ever.
Yeah, this was an hour wasted of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to watch this movie. I had to keep cutting it on and off.
So, are you going to rate this movie at all? Are you going to give this anything from 1 to a 5?
1 is good.
1? You're giving it a 1? I'm going to go 1.5. I'm going to go 1.5 because at least I made it all the way through.
Yeah, I had to make it all the way through. I couldn't talk about it. But I was going, the funny thing is I was going to call you and say, look, let's not do this one.
I probably would have been okay with that.
Yeah, I was going to call you yeah.
Dude, I knew within 10 minutes of this movie, I was like, I'm not going to like this.
Yes.
Literally, they're getting on, okay, another plot problem here. They get on the boat. They're like, no shoes. Do we ever figure out why they don't want shoes?
Oh, because the germs for the cancer treatment lady, I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. All right. So I give it a 1.5, which is the same thing that I gave Barbie. Are you choosing Barbie or The Woman in Cabin 10?
I'm choosing Barbie.
Me too. 100%. Also, I have another movie that I gave a 1.5 to, and that was Gods of Egypt.
I choose Gods of Egypt.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Gods of Egypt, Barbie, and then Woman in Cabin 10.
I agree.
Woman in Cabin 10 is the worst movie we have done.
I think it's the worst movie because we had so much expectation on. Like, you can't be making dumb movies like this. Like, this is you can't be on the top 10 of any kind of streaming platform with this type of garbage.
And being brand new. It just came out in 20. You can't be making movies like this in 2025.
Yeah, horrible. Yes.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
100% agree. Is there anything else that we need to mention about this movie? Are we done bashing The Woman in Cabin 10?
Don't watch it.
Yeah, definitely don't watch it.
Save yourself.
let's move on though to our next movie that you picked. So you picked the next one, James.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go with Sinister. Have you seen it before?
I don't think so. I might have cut it on, never finished it, or I've been meaning to watch it. So I mean, I think it's in line with Halloween.
Yeah.
So at least the name is Sinister. Just want to kind of have that Halloween feel. And right before Halloween, next Wednesday, we should be, doing something that's around to celebrate the horror, if you will.
I agree. I think as far as Ethan Hawke, that's pretty much all I know. I've not read the synopsis for the movie. I don't really remember this movie coming out really. Like I know I've heard of it. I've seen it on Hulu or Netflix or whatever, but I'm excited for this movie. I actually think it can be really good, and it'll be good to watch a movie that I'm not going to completely hate like this one that we just watched.
Well, I know this. It can't be any worse than this one.
Man, if it is, I'm going to be so upset.
Yeah, it can't be any worse than this. And
well, I know it's not going to be because Ethan Hawke is amazing, and that does make me want to bring me back to Keira Knightley for a second here. Keira Knightley, I don't know what happened in the last 15 years, but she used to be one of my favorites, man, growing up. Maybe because, we're like the same age almost, and her movies were coming out when I was in high school. But, man, I don't even think she's a good actress anymore. I was not impressed even with her acting in this movie.
Yeah, well, it must have just been a payday for her. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, Netflix pays pretty well. So if they asked me to be in a movie, I wouldn't care if it was bad either.
Not my business. Right. Not my business.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. So, James, I guess we're done, dude. I guess this was a quick one here. We can't talk too much trash because, well, it's only so much trash you can talk.
Yeah, I can talk more, but
no, right. Let's don't.
Right, let's don't. Yeah, you're right. Let's don't.
So, dude, this has been fun though. I have actually had fun though. This has been another good episode of Filmless Literature. James, do you have any last words, buddy?
Like, subscribe, comment.
That's right. Y'all listen to the man, and we will check you later.
All right.